This is a really good question and is actually one of the most common ones that I get. We can actually zoom out and broaden it, and people ask, where do we use the AAMC practice question banks in the overall course of our study? Remember to like and share the video and follow for daily tips on how to become a doctor. Now let's get into it. The AAMC practice questions are comprised of previously used and retired or unreleased, unused MCAT questions written by the AAMC. Because of that, they are the most representative resource that any of us have access to. Now, the honest reality for many of us is we don't have the money to afford more than just the AAMC practice questions. Let me assure you that between that and Khan Academy, you can absolutely have an effective course of study for the MCAT. For those who are using UWorld or other materials, or they have a course that came with questions, the general recommendation is that you reserve the AAMC practice questions for the last phase of your prep. What's a phase? It depends on your study schedule. For some people, last phase means about a month. For other people, last phase means 2 months or 3 months. For some people who are studying a really little bit at a time for longer periods, like a year, because they have other obligations, they're parents, they work, you might be 4 to 6 months out where you start working through these questions bit by bit. My advice is that you reserve the actual full-length practice tests to be taken all at once. Not all in one day, but I mean, anytime you take one of those, sit down at 8 a.m. and use realistic timing so you're getting some really good practice in how to actually take the test and what the test is going to feel like. Apart from that, you can use the question banks how you want. Some people will use them to build additional tests by sort of stacking the different question banks. I think that's a bit extra. Most people will just use them as questions as they're going through their study method, including the method that I teach here on this page. If you're still watching and you have questions, leave a comment. I'm here to help.